Welcome to our in-depth exploration of Croatia, the Mediterranean gem that has been quietly tucked away in the heart of Europe. For those who have been fortunate enough to stumble upon its treasures, Croatia is more than just a destination. It's a journey through time, culture, and unparalleled natural beauty. Imagine a place where medieval towns whisper stories of the past, where the Adriatic Sea sparkles under the golden sun, and where every corner reveals a piece of history waiting to be uncovered. In this narrative, we'll dive deeper into why Croatia remains one of Europe's best-kept secrets, a country that promises not just a vacation, but an unforgettable experience that will linger in your heart long after you've left its shores. Prepare to be captivated by the enchanting landscapes, vibrant culture, and rich history of Croatia, a place where every traveler can find something that speaks to their soul. Croatia's geography is nothing short of spectacular, offering a diversity that few countries can match. The Adriatic Sea, with its deep blue waters, is dotted with over 1,000 islands, each with its own unique charm. Var, for instance, is often referred to as the Island of Sunshine, boasting more sunny days than any other place in Croatia. It's a haven for those seeking luxury and tranquility, with its lavender fields, olive groves, and vineyards that stretch as far as the eye can see. Meanwhile, Korčula, often touted as the birthplace of Marco Polo, offers a blend of history and natural beauty that transports visitors back in time. Venturing inland, you'll find Croatia's national parks, which are truly nature's masterpieces. The Plitvice Lakes National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a series of cascading lakes and waterfalls that seem almost otherworldly. The turquoise waters, surrounded by lush greenery and wildlife, create a serene environment that invites contemplation and awe. As you walk along the wooden pathways that weave through the park, you can't help but feel a sense of peace, as if the world has slowed down just for you to take in the beauty of this natural wonder. But Croatia's geography isn't just about its islands and national parks. The Dinaric Alps stretch across the country, providing a rugged landscape that contrasts beautifully with the softness of the coast. These mountains are not only a hiker's paradise, but also home to some of Croatia's most picturesque villages, where time seems to stand still. Here, life moves at a different pace, and visitors can experience the traditional way of life that has been preserved for centuries. The diversity of Croatia's geography is what makes it a unique destination for travelers. Whether you're seeking adventure in the mountains, relaxation on the beaches, or a deep connection with nature in its national parks, Croatia offers it all. Each region of the country has its own character, its own story to tell, and its own way of leaving a lasting impression on those who visit. Croatia's cultural heritage is a rich tapestry woven from the influences of various civilizations that have left their mark on this land over the centuries. From the Romans to the Venetians, and from the Austro-Hungarians to the Ottoman Empire, each has contributed to the cultural mosaic that makes Croatia so unique. Dubrovnik, known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, is perhaps the most famous symbol of Croatia's historical and cultural wealth. This ancient city, with its well-preserved walls and fortresses, offers a glimpse into the past. Walking through the cobblestone streets of Dubrovnik, you can almost hear the echoes of history, feel the presence of the merchants and sailors who once traded here, and imagine the grandeur of the Republic of Ragusa, which rivaled Venice in its power and influence. But Croatia's cultural heritage isn't confined to its cities. The rural areas of the country are just as rich in tradition. In the small villages scattered across the countryside, time-honored customs are still very much alive. For instance, the Sinjska Alka, a nightly tournament held in the town of Sinj, dates back to 1715 and commemorates the victory over the Ottoman Turks. This event is more than just a spectacle. It is a powerful reminder of the resilience and pride of the Croatian people. Croatian festivals are a vibrant expression of the country's cultural heritage. The Dubrovnik Summer Festival, one of the oldest of its kind in Europe, transforms the city into a stage for music, theater, and dance. Against the backdrop of Dubrovnik's historic architecture, performances come to life in a way that is both enchanting and unforgettable. Similarly, the Rijeka Carnival, one of the largest in Europe, is a celebration of tradition, creativity, and community, where the streets come alive with parades, masks, and music. One cannot discuss Croatian culture without mentioning its crafts and artisanal products. Lace making, for example, is a skill that has been passed down through generations. The intricate patterns and delicate threads of Croatian lace are not just works of art, but also a symbol of the country's cultural identity. Similarly, the art of traditional wooden toy making, recognized by UNESCO as a cultural heritage, reflects the creativity and craftsmanship that are integral to Croatian culture. Croatian cuisine is a delightful journey through flavors that reflect the country's diverse regions and the influences of its rich history. Each region of Croatia offers its own culinary specialties, creating a gastronomic landscape that is as varied as the country itself. In Dalmatia, the cuisine is heavily influenced by the Mediterranean diet, characterized by the use of fresh, local ingredients. The Adriatic Sea provides an abundance of seafood, and dishes such as grilled fish, octopus salad, and black risotto are staples of the Dalmatian table. One of the most beloved dishes is pika, a traditional meal where meat and vegetables are slow-cooked under a bell-like lid, allowing the flavors to meld together in a way that is both rustic and exquisite. Paired with a glass of Plavac Mali, a robust red wine native to the region, a meal in Dalmatia is an experience to be savored. Moving inland, the cuisine becomes heartier, reflecting the agricultural traditions of the region. In Slavonia, the eastern part of Croatia, dishes are rich and flavorful, often featuring smoked meats, sausages, and paprika. One of the region's most famous dishes is kulin, a spicy sausage made from the finest cuts of pork and seasoned with paprika. It is a delicacy that embodies the robust flavors of Slavonia and is often enjoyed with a slice of homemade bread and a glass of local brandy, known as rakića. Istria, on the other hand, offers a cuisine that is a blend of Italian and Croatian influences. The region is known for its truffles, which are hunted in the forests of Istria and used to elevate dishes like pasta, risotto, and even eggs. Olive oil from Istria is considered some of the best in the world, and it is often drizzled over fresh bread or used to dress salads. The wines of Istria, particularly Malvasia, a crisp white wine, are the perfect complement to the region's dishes, making dining in Istria a truly gourmet experience. Croatia's culinary heritage is also reflected in its sweets and desserts. In the coastal regions, you'll find traditional treats like rosada, a custard dessert similar to creme brulee, and fricul, small donuts often flavored with rum and citrus zest. Inland, the desserts are more robust, with cakes like oranjica, a walnut roll, and makanjaka, a poppy seed roll, being popular during festive occasions. But Croatian cuisine is not just about the food. It's also about the experience. In many parts of the country, meals are a time for gathering with family and friends, sharing stories, and enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Whether you're dining in a fine restaurant in Dubrovnik, enjoying a home-cooked meal in a small village, or savoring street food at a local market, the warmth and hospitality of the Croatian people shine through in every bite. Croatia is an adventurous paradise, offering a wide range of activities that allow visitors to explore its stunning landscapes in exciting and exhilarating ways. Whether you're a thrill seeker looking for your next adrenaline rush or a nature lover seeking tranquility in the great outdoors, Croatia has something to offer. The Adriatic Sea, with its clear, calm waters, is perfect for sailing. Whether you're an experienced sailor or a novice, navigating the waters around Croatia's islands is an unforgettable experience. The winds are typically mild, making it easy to explore hidden coves, secluded beaches, and charming fishing villages that are only accessible by boat. For those who prefer a more active adventure, the sea also offers opportunities for windsurfing, kayaking, and scuba diving. The underwater world of the Adriatic is rich with marine life, shipwrecks, and underwater caves, making it a paradise for divers. Inland, Croatia's national parks offer a playground for hikers and nature enthusiasts. The trails of Paklenica National Park, located in the Velebit Mountains, are some of the best in the country. Here, you can hike through dramatic canyons, climb towering cliffs, and explore hidden caves. For a more leisurely experience, the trails in Plitvice Lakes National Park offer a serene journey through lush forests, past cascading waterfalls, and along the shores of crystal-clear lakes. The diversity of the terrain means there's a trail for every level of hiker, from easy walks to challenging climbs. Cycling is another popular activity in Croatia, with routes that take you through some of the most scenic parts of the country. The Peranzana Trail, which runs from Trieste in Italy to Porek in Croatia, is a favorite among cyclists. This historic railway route winds through picturesque villages, vineyards, and olive groves, offering stunning views of the countryside. For those who prefer a more rugged adventure, the mountain biking trails in the Dubrovnik Alps provide a challenging ride through rough terrain, with the reward of breathtaking views from the top. Water sports enthusiasts will find plenty to keep them entertained in Croatia. The rivers of the country, such as the Cetina River, offer excellent opportunities for rafting and canoeing. The rapids range from gentle to challenging, making them suitable for both beginners and experienced paddlers. For those who prefer to stay on the water's surface, paddle boarding is a great way to explore Croatia's lakes and rivers at a slower pace, allowing you to take in the natural beauty that surrounds you. If you're looking for something truly unique, consider going on a speleological adventure. Croatia is home to some of the most fascinating caves in Europe, many of which are still largely unexplored. The Blue Cave on the island of Bajsevo is one of the most famous, known for the stunning blue light that fills the cave when the sun's rays hit the water at the right angle. But there are many other caves to explore, each with its own unique features, from underground lakes to ancient stalactites and stalagmites. For those who prefer their adventures in the winter, Croatia also offers opportunities for skiing and snowboarding. The slopes of Mount Slagem near Zagreb provide a convenient escape for those looking to hit the snow, with runs suitable for all levels of skiers. The nearby town of Samobor is a great place to warm up after a day on the slopes, with its cozy cafes and traditional pastries. No matter what kind of adventure you're seeking, Croatia offers a wide range of activities that will allow you to explore its stunning landscapes in exciting and exhilarating ways. Whether you're sailing the Adriatic, hiking through national parks, or exploring underwater caves, you'll find that Croatia's natural beauty is best experienced up close and personal. Croatia's history is as rich and varied as its landscapes, with ancient ruins, medieval castles, and historic cities that tell the story of this fascinating country. For history buffs, Croatia is a treasure trove of sites that offer a glimpse into the past, from the Roman era to the Middle Ages and beyond. One of the most impressive historical sites in Croatia is Diocletian's Palace in Split. Built in the 4th century by the Roman Emperor Diocletian, this massive complex is more than just a palace. It's a city within a city. Today, the palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its labyrinthine streets are filled with shops, cafes, and homes. Walking through the palace, you can still see the remains of ancient Roman buildings, including the emperor's private quarters, the Temple of Jupiter, and the Peristyle, a grand courtyard that serves as the heart of the palace. The blend of ancient architecture with modern life gives the palace a unique atmosphere, where history and the present day coexist in harmony. Dubrovnik, often referred to as the Pearl of the Adriatic, is another historical gem. The city's walls, which have stood for centuries, offer panoramic views of the Adriatic Sea and the red-tiled roofs of the old town. Within these walls, the streets are lined with Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque buildings, each telling a story of Dubrovnik's rich past. The Rector's Palace, once the seat of government, is now a museum that showcases the history of the Republic of Ragusa, a powerful maritime republic that once rivaled Venice. The Franciscan Monastery, with its beautiful cloister and one of the oldest pharmacies in Europe, is another must-see, offering a peaceful retreat from the bustling city. But Croatia's historical sites are not confined to its cities. In the countryside, you'll find ancient ruins and medieval castles that transport you back in time. The Fortress of Klis, perched high on a hill overlooking the town of the same name, is a striking example of Croatia's medieval architecture. Once a stronghold against the Ottoman Empire, Cliff's fortress offers stunning views of the surrounding landscape and a fascinating glimpse into Croatia's military history. Further inland, the ruins of Salona, once the capital of the Roman province of Dalmatia, provide a window into the ancient world. Here, you can walk among the remains of Roman temples, baths, and amphitheaters, imagining what life was like in this bustling city 2,000 years ago. The island of Var is not only known for its natural beauty, but also for its historical significance. The town of Stari Grad, one of the oldest towns in Europe, was founded by the ancient Greeks in 384 BC. The town's narrow streets, lined with stone houses and small squares, have changed little over the centuries, offering a sense of what life was like in ancient times. The Stari Grad Plain, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a well-preserved agricultural landscape that has been in continuous use for over 2 millennia, a testament to the enduring connection between the land and its people. In Istria, the town of Pula is home to one of the best-preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. The Pula Arena, as it is known, was built in the 1st century AD and could hold up to 23,000 spectators. Today, the arena is still in use, hosting concerts, festivals, and even reenactments of Roman gladiatorial games. Standing in the arena, you can almost hear the roar of the crowds and feel the excitement of the games that took place here 2,000 years ago. Croatia is a country that loves to celebrate, and its festivals and events are a vibrant expression of its culture and traditions. From the lively street parties of Carnival to the solemn processions of Holy Week, Croatia's festivals are an integral part of its cultural fabric, offering visitors a unique opportunity to experience the country's spirit and creativity. The Dubrovnik Summer Festival is one of the highlights of Croatia's cultural calendar. Held every year in July and August, this festival transforms the city into a stage for music, theater, and dance. Performances take place in some of the city's most iconic locations, from the Rector's Palace to the Fort Lovrejenac, creating a magical atmosphere that draws visitors from all over the world. The festival's program is diverse, ranging from classical music concerts to contemporary theater productions, ensuring that there is something for everyone to enjoy. In February, the town of Rijeka comes alive with the colors and sounds of Carnival. Rijeka Carnival is one of the largest and most famous in Europe, attracting thousands of visitors each year. The streets are filled with parades, music, and dancing, as people of all ages don elaborate costumes and masks. The highlight of the carnival is the Grand Parade, where floats and performers wind their way through the city, creating a spectacle that is both joyful and unforgettable. Another important event in Croatia's cultural calendar is the Sinjska Alka, a traditional nightly tournament held in the town of Sinj. The tournament dates back to 1715 and commemorates the victory of the people of Sinj over the Ottoman Turks. During the tournament, knights on horseback compete to spear a small metal ring or alka as they gallop down a course. The event is a celebration of bravery and skill, and it is deeply rooted in the history and identity of the town. In addition to these major festivals, Croatia is home to a multitude of smaller, regional events that celebrate local traditions and customs. In the town of Korčula, the Moreska sword dance is performed every year as part of the town's summer festivities. This traditional dance, which dates back to the Middle Ages, tells the story of a battle between 2 kings, one Christian and one Moorish, over a captured maiden. The dance is a powerful expression of the town's history and culture, and it is performed with great pride and passion. Croatia's festivals are not just about entertainment. They are also an important way of preserving and passing on the country's cultural heritage. Many of these events have been held for centuries, and they continue to play a vital role in the life of the communities that host them. Whether you're taking part in a grand celebration like Rijeka Carnival or attending a small village festival, you'll find that Croatia's festivals offer a unique insight into the country's traditions, values, and way of life. Planning a trip to Croatia requires some careful consideration, especially if you want to make the most of your time in this beautiful country. The best time to visit Croatia is during the spring and early fall when the weather is pleasant and the crowds are smaller. During these months, you'll be able to enjoy the natural beauty of the country without the heat and bustle of the peak tourist season. When it comes to getting around Croatia, There are several options to choose from. Public transport is reliable and affordable, with buses being the most common way to travel between cities and towns. The bus network is extensive, covering even the most remote parts of the country, making it easy to explore Croatia without a car. If you prefer more flexibility, renting a car is a great option. The roads in Croatia are well maintained, and driving gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace. Just be aware that parking can be a challenge in some of the more popular tourist destinations, especially during the summer months. Ferries are the best way to explore Croatia's islands, with regular services connecting the mainland to the islands of Var, Korčula, Brač, and others. The ferry system is efficient and affordable, making island hopping a popular activity for visitors. If you're planning to visit multiple islands, consider purchasing a ferry pass, which allows you to travel between the islands at a discounted rate. When packing for your trip to Croatia, it's important to be prepared for a variety of activities and weather conditions. Comfortable walking shoes are a must, as you'll likely be doing a lot of exploring on foot, especially in historic towns and national parks. Sunscreen is also essential, particularly if you're visiting in the summer when the sun can be strong. A reusable water bottle is a good idea, as tap water in Croatia is safe to drink, and staying hydrated is important, especially if you're spending time outdoors. One of the most rewarding aspects of traveling in Croatia is the opportunity to immerse yourself in the local culture. The Croatian people are known for their warmth and hospitality, and taking the time to learn a few words of Croatian, such as "Hvala," "thank you," and "Malam," "please," will go a long way in making a good impression. Don't be afraid to engage with locals, whether it's striking up a conversation with a shopkeeper or joining in a dance at a village festival. These interactions will enrich your experience and give you a deeper understanding of the culture and way of life in Croatia. As the popularity of Croatia continues to grow, so does the importance of sustainable tourism. The natural beauty and cultural heritage that make Croatia such a special place are also what make it vulnerable to the impact of mass tourism. As travelers, it's our responsibility to ensure that our visit leaves a positive impact on the places we explore. One of the most important aspects of sustainable tourism is minimizing waste. In Croatia, as in many parts of Europe, recycling is a common practice, and you'll find recycling bins in most towns and cities. Make an effort to separate your waste and recycle whenever possible. If you're visiting one of Croatia's national parks, be sure to follow the Leave No Trace principle, taking all your rubbish with you and avoiding the use of single-use plastics. Choosing sustainable accommodations is another way to reduce your impact on the environment. Many hotels and guest houses in Croatia are committed to sustainable practices, such as using renewable energy, reducing water consumption, and sourcing food locally. Look for accommodations that have been certified by eco-labels, such as a Green Key or Eco-Label, which indicate a commitment to environmental responsibility. Supporting local businesses is another important aspect of sustainable tourism. By choosing to eat at local restaurants, shop at local markets, and stay in locally owned accommodations, you're helping to support the local economy and ensure that the benefits of tourism are distributed more equitably. Croatia has a rich tradition of craftsmanship, and purchasing souvenirs made by local artisans is a great way to take home a piece of Croatian culture while also supporting the community. Traveling responsibly also means being mindful of the impact that tourism can have on local ecosystems. Croatia's natural landscapes, from its pristine beaches to its lush forests, are fragile environments that require careful management. When visiting national parks and protected areas, stick to designated trails, avoid disturbing wildlife, and follow the guidelines set out by park authorities. If you're planning to go diving or snorkeling, choose operators that practice sustainable tourism and avoid activities that could damage coral reefs or disturb marine life. One of the most significant challenges facing Croatia is the influx of tourists during the summer months. Over-tourism can strain local infrastructure, lead to overcrowding, and put pressure on natural resources. To help mitigate these impacts, consider visiting Croatia during the shoulder seasons of spring and fall. Not only will you avoid the crowds, but you'll also be able to enjoy a more authentic experience, as local life returns to its normal rhythm after the busy summer season. In conclusion, sustainable tourism is not just about protecting the environment. It's also about preserving the cultural heritage and way of life that make Croatia such a special place. By traveling responsibly, we can ensure that future generations will be able to experience the beauty and magic of Croatia, just as we have. One of the most rewarding aspects of traveling is the opportunity to create personal memories that stay with you long after your trip has ended. Croatia is a country that lends itself to creating unforgettable experiences. Whether it's a moment of quiet reflection as you watch the sunset over the Adriatic or a lively encounter with locals at a village festival. For many travelers, one of the most memorable experiences in Croatia is visiting Dubrovnik. The first time you walk through the city's ancient gates and onto the Straton, the main street of the old town, you can't help but feel a sense of awe. The stone-paved streets, the towering city walls, and the beautiful Baroque buildings create a sense of stepping back in time. As you wander through the narrow alleys, discovering hidden courtyards and quaint cafes, you begin to feel the history and soul of the city. But it's not just the architecture that makes Dubrovnik special. It's the people. Whether it's a friendly chat with a shopkeeper or a shared laugh with fellow travelers, it's the human connections that make Dubrovnik a place that stays with you long after you've left. Another unforgettable experience in Croatia is sailing around the islands of the Adriatic. There's something magical about being out on the water, with the sun shining down and the wind in your hair, as you navigate between islands. Each island has its own character, from the bustling port of Var to the tranquil beaches of Vis. As you drop anchor in a secluded bay and dive into the crystal-clear waters, you can't help but feel a sense of freedom and adventure. And at night, as you sit on deck, watching the stars twinkle above, you realize that this is a moment you'll never forget. But it's not just the famous sights and popular activities that create lasting memories. It's also the unexpected moments and personal encounters. Perhaps it's the time you were invited into a local's home for a meal and got to experience Croatian hospitality firsthand. Or maybe it's the quiet moment you spent sitting on a bench in a small village, watching the world go by and feeling a deep sense of peace. These are the moments that make traveling in Croatia so special. One traveler shared their experience of visiting the island of Mulje, one of Croatia's lesser-known gems. I had heard about the beauty of Mulje, but nothing could have prepared me for the sense of tranquility and connection with nature that I felt there. I spent the day exploring the island's national park, walking along the trails that wind through dense forests and along the shores of the saltwater lakes. As I sat on a rock, looking out over the calm waters, I felt a deep sense of peace and contentment. It was a moment of pure bliss that I'll carry with me forever. Another traveler recalled their experience of visiting the town of Trogar, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located near Split. Trogar is a small town, but it's filled with charm and history. I loved wandering through the narrow streets, admiring the medieval architecture, and soaking up the atmosphere. One evening, I stumbled upon a small square where a group of locals was playing music. I sat down to listen, and soon, I was joined by a group of fellow travelers. We spent the evening chatting, laughing, and enjoying the music. It was one of those spontaneous moments that you can't plan, but that make a trip truly special. As we conclude our exploration of Croatia, it's clear that this Mediterranean gem is much more than just a beautiful destination. It's a place that captures the heart and soul of every traveler who visits. From its stunning coastline and historic cities to its vibrant culture and warm hospitality, Croatia offers an experience that is truly unique. Whether you're sailing the crystal-clear waters of the Adriatic, exploring ancient ruins, or simply relaxing in a small village, you'll find that Croatia has a way of leaving a lasting impression. It's a place where history comes alive, where nature's beauty is on full display, and where every moment is an opportunity to create memories that will stay with you for a lifetime. If you've been inspired by this journey through Croatia, we encourage you to start planning your own adventure. Whether it's your first time visiting or you're returning to discover more of what this incredible country has to offer, you'll find that Croatia never fails to surprise and delight. So, as you pack your bags and set off on your Croatian adventure, remember to take a moment to soak in the beauty around you, to connect with the people you meet, and to savor every experience. Because in Croatia, it's not just about the places you visit. It's about the memories you create and the stories you bring home. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Croatia. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more travel inspiration and tips. And don't forget to share your own experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories and see how Croatia has captured your heart too. Safe travels!